welcome back to another episode of Just a Pinch. I'm really excited but equally nervous about today's recipe. Reason being, it is a South African staple. We are going to be making Malva pudding. This is one of those recipes that every single South African is in love with. So the pressure to perform is quite high. So if you're not South African and you're watching this and you are unsure of what Malva pudding is, well, that's okay. It's very similar to a sticky toffee pudding. The main differences between a Malva pudding and a sticky toffee pudding. Well, a Malva is made predominantly with apricot jam, whereas a sticky toffee pudding, you're going to be using dates. Otherwise, the recipe is pretty much identical. Are you ready? This is going to get really exciting. Roll that intro. Here's what you are going to need for your Malva pudding. Boo! Flour, milk, sugar, fresh cream, butter, vanilla essence, apricot jam, bicarbs of soda, 2 eggs, and for some inexplicable reason, white wine and vinegar. I genuinely don't know why it needs it. I'm sure there's some science explanation, but every recipe that I've found says that you need to put this in. So we're just gonna stick to what the recipe says. 145 grams of flour. We're gonna go in with 130 grams of sugar. Sounds like a lot of sugar because, well, it is. Last week we made a really delicious and nutritious onion soup with loads of antioxidants. This week, not exactly the healthiest meal in the world, but it's really good for the soul, especially if you're having a really bad day, a week, a month, or even a year. 130 grams of sugar, teaspoon of bicarb of soda. Just give it a nice mix. Wet ingredients, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar. I guess it gives it kind of like a tang. 3 big tablespoons of apricot jam. Yeah. Half a cup of milk. I had to Google how much a cup is, and 1 cup is 238. So this is 119. just call it 120 grams. Tablespoon of melted butter. Whisk it all together. So we're gonna go wet into dry and whisk together. Now the consistency that we are looking for is basically kind of smooth, almost velvety like a cake batter. We need to preheat the oven to 180 degrees. We are gonna grease a square one of those things that you put this in. So taking a nice stick of butter, you are gonna rub all the corners and the edges and the bottom with butter, just so that it doesn't stick. Otherwise you can use that spray for your cook. Pour your batter in. Don't lick the bowl, it's raw egg and raw flour. Blech. Whilst my oven is preheating, I'm gonna pop this in the fridge, let it set up a bit. What you can do is clean up.
Hey, Simon here. If you like this video, well, hit the like button. Even better, hit subscribe. It really does help me. Right, let's get back to the video then, shall we?
Oven is ready. We're gonna pop it in there, 180 degrees for 13 minutes. It'll be golden brown, firm, yet moist in the middle. Yeah, boy, say goodbye. It's ready. Shush, shush, shush. Wow. Fogged up the camera now.
See how nice and golden brown it is? It's quite firm, quite cakey. It's almost kind of like a Twinkie texture. Okay, let me show you how to make the sauce that we pour on top.
It's dark outside because there was quite a bit of space in between that making, Michelle coming home, we had to eat dinner. Anyway, we're back. Time to make the sauce. We're gonna go 100 grams of sugar. Told you, this thing's not healthy. 100 mils of fresh cream. Oh my God. 100 grams of butter. All right, that's 60 grams of butter. I'm not gonna add 100, that's too much. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. About 30-40 mils of water. Turn this thing on.
In that goes. So what we're doing is bringing this up to temperature, and we're gonna allow the sugar to dissolve into the other liquids. We just wanted to see it simmer away gently.
But we are ready to assemble. Now we need to pour the sauce all over this and let that soak for about 5 minutes. Here we go.
So you pour your sauce all over your beautiful Malva pudding. Oh my word. It's time to dish up.
And one of the nicest things about being an adult is that you can eat Malva pudding on a Wednesday, on a school night, but it's raining outside and it's really cold, so I dished it up with some custard. I didn't make the custard, this is just store-bought custard. This is really good. This is really good. You know what this tastes like? Another one.
Hey! You can't have seconds.
Why?
Because it's late. You're not an adult.
I want another one. I want another one. Just a small one.